Imagine this: you're stuck in traffic, late for a meeting, phone buzzing non-stop. Someone cuts you off, your blood pressure spikes and you're seconds away from snapping. Now picture a Roman emperor leading armies, managing plagues, facing betrayal, pausing to write. You have power over your mind, not outside events. What did Marcus Aurelius know about stress, pressure, and chaos that we've forgotten? These 10 Stoic teachings aren't dusty old quotes, they're a survival guide for modern life. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, burned out, or just fed up with people, this is for you. Stick around, because the wisdom that helped a man rule an empire might just help you take back control of your own. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor, but he's best remembered today for a personal journal he never meant to publish. Meditations is a raw, reflective look into the thoughts of a man trying to live well while ruling an empire. What makes his insights enduring is how practical and grounded they are. Nearly 2,000 years later, his words still hit home, especially now, when distraction, anxiety, and burnout are baked into modern life. Here are 10 Stoic teachings from Marcus Aurelius that feel especially relevant right now. 1. You don't control what happens, only how you respond. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So much of our stress comes from trying to control things we can't. The market drops. Someone cuts you off in traffic. A project derails. These things are out of your hands. What is in your control is your reaction. Stoicism, at its core, is about drawing that line clearly. Marcus reminds us that peace comes from accepting what we can't change and focusing on what we can, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. This idea isn't about passivity. It's about conserving your energy for where it actually matters. 2. Your time is limited, stop wasting it. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Memento mori, remember you must die, isn't meant to be morbid. It's meant to wake you up. Marcus often reminds himself that death is near, not to scare himself, but to strip away the illusion that there's always more time. We procrastinate because we assume we'll get to it later. We hold grudges because we think we have time to make up. We put off the hard conversations, the big decisions, the dreams, because tomorrow feels like a promise. But it's not. And when you remember that, your priorities sharpen fast. 3. Don't seek validation from others. It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Most of us care too much about what other people think. We measure our success against others. We post to be liked. We hesitate to act because we're afraid of judgment. Marcus Aurelius saw this as a trap. Chasing approval puts your self-worth in someone else's hands. And often, the people you're trying to impress don't know you, don't care about you, or don't even think about you at all. Instead, Marcus urges us to live by our own standards, to do what's right, not what's popular. 4. The obstacle is the way. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is one of the most powerful Stoic ideas. When something blocks your path, it is the path. Most of us try to go around problems. We avoid discomfort. But Stoicism flips that. It tells you that struggle isn't a detour, it's the main road. Whatever's difficult right now, whether it's a setback, a loss, or a failure, isn't just something to get past. It's a chance to grow. Marcus isn't saying suffering is good in itself. He's saying the response to suffering can shape you. Obstacles can teach you resilience, patience, and courage. But only if you face them. 5. You are what you do, not what you say. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Modern life gives us lots of ways to talk about who we are: bios, posts, branding, hashtags. But Marcus reminds us that none of that matters if your actions don't match your words. You don't need to announce your values. You need to live them. Quietly. consistently. Stoicism is about discipline, not display. In a culture obsessed with performance and image, this hits hard. It's not about crafting a persona. It's about building character. 6. Let go of anger. It hurts you more than them. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? We often think anger is a kind of strength. It feels powerful at the moment. But Marcus saw anger as a kind of weakness, a loss of control that clouds judgment and poisons relationships. Holding on to anger rarely punishes the person you're mad at. It punishes you. It drains your energy. It narrows your thinking. And often, it lingers far longer than whatever caused it in the first place. This doesn't mean letting people walk over you. It means recognizing that staying calm, even when provoked, is the higher ground and the more effective one. 7. Stay grounded in the present. Confine yourself to the present. Marcus constantly pulled himself back to the now. Not because he didn't care about the past or future, but because he knew that the present is all we ever really have. How much time do we spend regretting what's already happened or worrying about what hasn't? Meanwhile, life is unfolding right in front of us. Stoicism encourages presence, not in a vague, abstract way, but in a practical one. Focus on the task at hand. Do the next right thing. Handle what's in front of you. Let everything else go. 8. You are part of a larger whole. What is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee. In a world that often encourages individualism above all else, Marcus reminds us that we're part of something bigger. We're social beings. What we do affects others. What's good for the community is good for us. This doesn't mean losing yourself in the collective. It means recognizing that your actions ripple outward. Integrity, kindness, service, they matter not just for your own sake, but because they strengthen the whole. The Stoics believe that living well means living in harmony with others. That's still true. 9. Don't be surprised when people behave badly. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. At first glance, this sounds cynical. But it's really about expectation management. Marcus wasn't being pessimistic, he was preparing himself. If you expect people to act perfectly, you'll be constantly disappointed. But if you accept human nature, that people are flawed, emotional, and self-interested, you can stop taking things so personally. You can stay calm when someone's rude or unreasonable. This doesn't mean lowering your standards. It means facing reality with clear eyes, so you can respond with patience instead of outrage. 10. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. When someone wrongs us, it's tempting to strike back, to stoop to their level. But Marcus advises the opposite. Don't let others drag you down to their standard. Stay committed to your own. Revenge might feel good in the moment, but it rarely changes anything. And often, it changes you for the worse. Stoicism holds to a simple but tough ideal: be good, even when others aren't. That's real strength. It's not about letting bad behavior slide. It's about refusing to let it corrupt you. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations as a kind of self-discipline, a nightly reminder of how he wanted to live. He wasn't preaching. He was trying to stay on track, just like the rest of us. That's what makes his words so powerful. They're not from a philosopher in an ivory tower. They're from a leader dealing with real problems, constant pressure, in an uncertain world. Sound familiar? In a time of noise and chaos, Marcus offers clarity. In a culture chasing status, he offers humility. In a world full of anger and anxiety, he offers calm. You don't need to read Meditations cover to cover. You just need to keep a few of these ideas close and practice them. Stoicism isn't about knowing the right thing. It's about doing it, over and over, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.